Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be doing October's monthly budget. We did create a mock budget so you guys could sort of see where we were gauging at financially, but this will be the real deal. We've added a bit more money to the pot as well by rounding up money that we had laying around in other accounts and also money that was left over in the hyper jar from various categories. So if you'd like to see this, please stay tuned.
Do you wanna come along with me? Come along with me. Do you wanna? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it live. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, let us on tonight.
So we've got our budget planner. We're going to just pop it open and flip over to the month of October, remove our printable and get started. You guys know how we do. Here we've got our monthly budget printable and we're going to start off by putting in our income. Now on the mock budget, we gauged our income was going to be £1,464.29, but I was able to get £1,585.87. Okay, and that's with me including the money I made from YouTube. I know I did say I wouldn't involve that money in my budget, but I thought, you know what? It's money that's there. Let's put it in because we need it for this month and we will probably need it going forward. But it's not a steady income at all, so we move. Our income is £1,585.87. So that's 1,585.87. For our savings, we're doing something a little bit different. We've got our 3% savings, which we're going to put here because we don't have a lot of space. And then we've got our help to save, which I'm going to put as, I'm going to put a little plus there. And we're going to put the help. And then we're going to put TS, which is help to save. And what we budgeted for that is £125. Now that's a lot of money, right? A lot of money, but it'll make sense eventually. You just have to keep coming back, keep watching, and you'll see why I did this the way in which I did it. Now our sinking funds, which is going to cover our Costco membership, our Christmas savings, and the road tax, we have gauged that to be $64.50. So we're going to put $64.50 and we're going to put SF for sinking funds. All right, so our total would be $189.50. Let's just get the calculator to make sure that that's right. So we've got 125 plus 64.50. So that's 189.50 there. We're going to head down to the expenses, and the first bill that we start off with always is our rent because we need somewhere to live, and the rent is $373.60. We've got our council tax, and that's £101. Electricity, that's coming in at £31. Whilst we're on the electricity, I will need to amend my tariff because it's going to change from the 1st of October. And as many of you who are living in the UK know, gas and electricity prices have increased. There's a possibility that a lot of the small providers will be going bust. So please guys, make sure that you are looking into your tariffs. Change if you can. Try to get locked in for 2 years if you can. So I'm going to stay with my current supplier for the simple fact that I have already applied for the warm house discount. Whether or not I'll be eligible for that, I'm not sure, but I'm going to stay with them just in case I am the funds cannot be transferred over to a new supplier. It has to be with that supplier. So I'm just going to stay put and get myself locked in to a 2-year fixed rate tariff. Please be mindful that the fixed rate tariff and the variable tariffs are different. A variable tariff is basically a tariff which could change at any time. So you might be paying, for example, 500, okay, for the year. They could calculate that, and then the supplier says, okay, you know what, it's going to cost a bit more, so please go and get a fixed rate one if possible, opposed to a variable one, because a variable one does not give you the security that comes along with a fixed rate tariff. Okay, so that's just some free information there. Take from it what you may, use what you need, leave what you don't. For the gas, I'm still locked in until I think March next year. So that is 44.48. And our water is 35.59. Mobile phone, this has increased because you guys know, and I'm going to repeat it. I've got a line for Kaylan now, so that's gone up to 26.60, and the internet is 39.50. And we've got our bank account fee, which is £2. So we're going to get all of this added up and we'll see where we're coming in at. So we've got 373.60 plus 101 plus 31 plus 44.48 plus 35.59 plus 22.60 plus 39.50 plus 2. So that's bringing us in at 649.77. Sorry about the light. What I usually do, I usually deduct the amounts from the top, but I somehow managed to forget to do that. So I've just got a little paper here, and we are going to subtract the 189.50 from that amount so we could know how much we need to deduct and get our leftover for here. The same way we've been doing it for the last month and a half is the same way in which we're going to be doing it now. So we've got 1585.87, and we're going to subtract 189.50 from that, which is that amount. So we have got 1396.37, £1,396.37. That is what we've got to work with, and we are going to then subtract the 649 from this amount. So we're going to go minus 649.77, and that gives us £746.60. Now moving on down, we do have a few new categories. I did finally get contents insurance. I know when we had the leak, a lot of you were suggesting that, so I finally bit the bullet and I got that. And that's going to cost me $31.77 per month. I am going to try doing a sinking fund eventually, so I could pay this yearly opposed to monthly, because it works out cheaper doing it yearly. All right, so moving on down, we are going to put our petrol. And that's coming in at 80. I have adjusted the groceries, so that's going to be $69.82. Then we've got Kaylan, and he's coming in at £40. This category has been adjusted as well. School fees, Kaylan was off school all last week because he wasn't well. So I've done the calculations, and I've somehow predicted that it's going to be £31 opposed to the £58, which is what we did in the mock budget. So that's going to be £31 there for school fees. Subscriptions. This has gone up to $32.98. Well, it's always been $32.98, but I usually just use the money that I make from YouTube to pay for a particular service that I didn't include with the $21.99. So remember, the subscriptions is usually $21.99, but I've then added $10.99 to this, and we're now at $32.98. So that's where we're at. We've not put anything extra onto the subscriptions. I just never included it because it was being paid separately. But since we're using the YouTube money, we will include it. We've got household items because we do need to get some stuff from Costco. And that's £20. Then I'm going to add the home insurance at the bottom here. And that is $31.77. And then I got some clothing for myself, which cost £26. So we've got clothing. So we're going to pay that off. Okay, so let's get these bits added up. So we've got 80 plus 69.82 plus 40 plus 31 plus 32.98 plus 20 plus 31.77 plus 26. So that's £331.57. And we're going to subtract that from the $746.60 minus $746.60. That leaves us with $415.03. So we've got 415.03. Now we're at the bottom now where we're going to be including our debts. So we've got our 0% debts. And that comes in at £220. And then we've got our credit card. And that comes in at $195.03. So we've got 220 plus 195.03, and that gives us 415.03. And leftover is no. Okay, so that is the budget for the month of October. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what you're doing, where you are in your budget. Remember, guys, we are in the 10th month. Well, this budget is for the 10th month. So after this, we've got 2 months left, and then 2021 will be a thing of the past. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Wanna shake the ground, wanna break away, let loose.